Yes, guys. Yes, people. It is that time of the week again. In the words of the great Matisse, lateness is greatness. But we are back here again for yet another episode of Shameless FC. And we are an hour and a half away from the start of the Premier League season. We start with a very juicy West London tie, Brentford versus Arsenal. I'm really looking forward to it as well. I'm looking forward to another 9 months of absolute carnage. Big up all the panel that's locked in. Big up Neil, who's going to be running in late as well. And big up Flawless, who can't make it on the stream today. Big up everyone also that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button while you guys are on your way here. Follow everyone on their socials and their YouTube channels. All the links are down in the description below. And let me know you guys' predictions for the Premier League season. In this show, we're going to be predicting our Premier League table all the way from 20th to 1st. We're also going to be predicting our top goal scorers for the season. And we're also going to go through the fixtures for the weekends. There's a lot to get through here. But first off, big up everyone that's locked in. Jan, how's your week been?
Yeah, been quite good. How about yours?
Oh, me? Oh, come on, man. R9's at the bridge. I can't feel any better now. We have the final key to the puzzle. We have the key to unlocking all of those low blocks that we struggled with for the last 4 years in a row. So, yeah, I can't lie. I ain't been more gassed for a season since Diego Costa signed in 2014. I am excited, but not for Saturday because he's not starting. So, we've got one more episode of Low Block FC, and then the carnage can commence. Ryan, what are you telling me, bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, not really. I'm not. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not gassed for the season in it, mostly because like I don't really know what's to be excited about with my team in it. Like we ain't done anything in the window. Same team. Like yeah, I can't see us competing. But like I'm just happy,
Nothing.
Flawless ain't here as well. So
Van
that's
Dijk
a
signed.
positive. Okay, that's a positive. Still, that's a positive. I was happy with
That's
that.
it.
But
That's all I had for you. I can't lie.
I don't know. There's nothing else to look forward to. But Flawless ain't on this show, which is good. So I'll take that still, little positive.
You say that, it'll pop in the comment section in like 2 minutes or some shit.
It'll be
Slab,
talking
what are
about
you
my
telling me, bro?
composure or something, my lack of composure or something like that. Oh, Ryan's lack of composure or something.
Yeah, moving like Mo Salah in the penalty box. It's all mad. Slab, what are you telling me? You around? Nope, he ain't around. Babs, what are you telling me,
Yeah.
bro? You good?
What's up, everyone? Hopefully, everyone's doing well. Yeah, we're good, man. I'm just anticipating the Arsenal game, potential meltdown, or me being more shameless. So, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna. Well, let me get through the super chat. I'll come back to you on this. Julian Joeski, big up yourself, saying Super Champions of Europe. We know what we are. You're damn right. Super Cups in the bag. We got 2 of every European Cup in our trophy cabinet now. Let's go. And we're gonna get the Club World Cup in a few weeks as well. Big up the panel. Great to see the Premier League back, and hopefully VAR behaves this season, bro. We ain't gotta worry about VAR now. Small offsides ain't a problem. So Timo Werner's bagging 30 in the season. But Babs, moving back onto Arsenal, before we go into the Premier League predictions and everything, because I do know you have to leave very soon, I want to ask, what's your thoughts going into the season? Because I have never, ever seen Arsenal fans moving less gassed for a Premier League season than I've seen this year. Usually there's always something for them to get hyped about, something for them to go into. He switches camera on immediately, bro. But yeah, I have never seen Arsenal fans looking so depressed going into a new season. So what's your thoughts going into the season, bro?
I don't think it's just depressed. I think it's more just like fans. They're not trying to go over the top. So like last year we signed Partey. Partey's the one. The year before that, Pepe's gonna help us get top 4. So I think fans have they're used to transfers. And so even if we were to sign, I don't know, let's just say a Maddison or Odegaard, fans would be happy with it, but it wouldn't make us excited because we still have massive doubts of just not the manager, the regime, the board. So we're just trying to almost go in with no expectations. So if we go in like that, they can't hurt us. Like no matter what happens, we're kind of used to it at this stage. That's kind of the feeling behind it. Like even I've seen quite a few prediction videos from other people that are not Arsenal fans, and Arsenal are barely making the top 6s right now. So I think I kind of like it, to be honest. Obviously, I don't like it, but I'm like, okay, it is what it is. You have to accept it for what it is, and hopefully, we can surprise people.
Yeah, I feel like you're just liking the fact that Arsenal are just flowing under the radar a little bit, and that's the thing as well. That's why I'm not trying to ignore you guys like that, because this is still the first year you guys have without European football, and I've been speaking to a lot of Arsenal fans about. I think that actually works in your favour You guys have so many free midweeks. You've got no European football to worry about. None of the BS Thursday to Sundays, which I know you struggle with because even we struggled with it when we were in the Europa League. Really and truly, you guys could have a much better season than you did last year.
No, we definitely could do. But I'm not trying to say it, innit? Because I've said it in the past, Arsenal will get this position, and that we never get it. So I'm going to stop giving predictions that are positive. Maybe be a bit the opposite. Not negative, but just not optimistic. And if it does come true, then I guess I can't get hurt. But if it comes true, then it's just a positive. It's an add-on.
Potentially negative babs, man. Like
I'm not negative. No,
No,
I'm not negative.
potentially
I'm always
negative.
optimistic.
Bro.
Yeah, no, you could call it reverse psychology, but more for me, it's just like I don't want to expect a lot from a team that doesn't deserve the expectations right now. They just the club deserves it. Arsenal deserve it. That's what a lot of fans think. Oh, why are Arsenal down where they are? Because we're the Arsenal, but the team right now isn't at the standard of the Arsenal. So we can't give them massive. Oh, let's just get top four. No, we're not getting top four right now as it stands. When Chelsea, Liverpool, City, United have all strengthened, and even teams like Villa and Tottenham have strengthened. So I'm not gonna go with any massive expectations. We'll see where it goes, and it just is what it is.
Slav as well. Right, go for it. What was that?
Oh, me? I'm just waiting for a Willian false 9 masterclass tonight.
Apparently
He's
they
not in the
might be
squad.
selling Willian, you know.
He's not on the squad. Balogun apparently is starting. I don't know. Is the lineups would be out in they're gonna come out in
20
around
minutes.
20 minutes or so. Yeah, but listen, for me, I'm actually excited for the season in the sense of I can now go to games again. I've enjoyed being at home doing watch-alongs, but I won't lie and say I've missed going to games and being at the Emirates. So my first return, proper game back, is Chelsea actually. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Chelsea versus Arsenal at the Emirates, and if we can somehow get 3 wins in a row. Was it 4 wins in a row or 3 wins in a row against
4 wins in a row?
European
We ain't
champions?
counting the friendly.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, to be fair, that was a draw as well. I mean, if we're gonna go like that, it was a draw. Like we fucking scored a goal, but it is what it is.
Was a draw. What was the final score, bro?
I know it was 2-1 at Chelsea, but we scored a goal. We literally scored a goal, and it didn't count
I
because
know
of
you did.
no goal.
What's his name? Granit Xhaka.
No. Oh yeah, no, Xhaka as well. But listen, as I said, man, the transfer window is not giving me as much hope. But you know what? It's always the players the fans are not excited about or don't expect much from are the ones that actually perform well. And it's the big signings like Pepe and Partey that haven't worked out, even though fans expect them to really hit the high levels. So maybe it can be a surprise for Lukaku, Ben White especially. I think Ben White could have a surprising season for a lot of rival fans that haven't watched him play. But if you speak to Leeds fans and you speak to fans of Brighton, they rate him very highly. So we'll see where it goes.
We shall see. Slav, I want to turn this to you as well because you guys, if you keep Harry Kane, the window completely turns on its head, and suddenly it's been a very good window for you guys. So what's your thoughts going into the new season, bro?
I'm going to start judging from next week because we have City on Sunday, and fuck that. So yeah, I'll start from next week. But no, it's not the worst considering where we were at the beginning. It's not been the worst window. We've signed Brian Hill, and he must be quite good if Babs even rates him. We signed Romero, Serie A Defender of the Year. I don't know too much about him, but I've seen that video on Lukaku, and that's all I need. So yeah, I mean, I know we signed a goalkeeper who actually against Chelsea looked really, really good. So I quite like him. And I went to Spurs last week in the friendly against Arsenal. He's actually enormous as well. So it's quite nice because obviously Lloris isn't the biggest keeper, so it's nice to have a bit of presence on the pitch. And we seem to be making different bids for 4 different players every day because the director of football, Paratici, his method, it's known that he bids for 10 players per position at once, and then eventually gets one of them. So yesterday it was Ward-Prowse. Today it was we're in talks for the geezer who was going to West Ham. After that broke down, what's his name? Fiorentina, Milenkovic. And look, we obviously have money to spend if we're putting bids in for Martinez. That he might not come, and it didn't go, or it didn't happen, but it was accepted. And then you signed Lukaku and fucked us over again. And if Nuno wants to play with a second striker, so if we can keep Kane and bring in a striker to play alongside him. So yeah, I mean it's all right so far. It's not great, but at the end of the window, it could be much, much better.
Yeah, damn right, man. We will go deeper into it after we get the Premier League predictions. I do want to say this as well. Bro, we put slow mode on. Why are you lot still trying to spam it? It's now literally impossible for you lot to do it. What is the point, guys? And plus, you're just going to get timed out anyway, but it is what it is. We will go into the Premier League predictor because, Babs, I do know you need to dip in a little bit. So we're going to we're going to decide our Premier League table for the season because I do want us to look back on it at the end of the season as well and see how right or wrong we got ourselves in. So do you guys want to start from the top or do you guys want to start from the bottom?
Bottom.
No, what, we go for relegation as well?
The whole table. We're doing the whole table.
The top's easier to start from.
I think top would be easier because bottom, man, you got like you'll forget a team and you go, oh, they should be there. Top will be a lot easier.
All right, cool. We'll start from first place then. Who are we going for first? Like, I already know.
I mean, as it is there, I guess, as it already shows. I mean, it's meant to be. I mean, who's the top there already?
You just went from I'm not.
That's a great side, isn't it? Chelsea
Arsenal
down in 7th for 6th, and you got Arsenal. That's a great side, mate. I tell you what, could be, mate.
Yeah, you're still top of the league right now, isn't it? Well, that might hopefully change in about 3 hours. But you went from
When you look at that
not
Brentford
optimistic in
Arsenal,
the
that's
season to now I want Arsenal to finish first.
Sorry?
You went from I'm not optimistic for this season to now Arsenal.
Oh, listen, as I said, there's two Babs you're speaking to. You want to speak to the realistic Babs or the shameless Babs? You know, when they come out whenever they want.
Bro.
There's two personalities here, mate. So I got like an inner shameless inside me that always wants to come out. So he just came out to talk right now. And I think Arsenal can win the league.
Respectfully, you're out of your mind, bro. But who are we realistically going for first place?
There's only two teams that I think will probably win it. Obviously, there's a chance it could be another Liverpool season. We don't know. But I'd say Chelsea with Lukaku. I would say right now a favourite simply because to retain a title is always a bit harder. But I think if Man City get Harry Kane, I would expect Man City to win it if we get Harry Kane. So I think for now I would say Chelsea. But if City get Kane, I would expect City to win it.
We're going to go for Chelsea? I mean, that's my personal advice.
It's going to be City. It's going to be City.
I go Chelsea.
They're going to get Kane. Or it might happen, but even without Kane, they've still got Kane.
I don't think they get Kane.
I think they got Kane.
Even if they don't get Kane, City will still walk it. I mean, they've just got Jack Grealish with KDB. Yeah, listen.
And we've R9.
You know what?
I mean, look, Tammy Abraham's good, but he's not that good, is he?
No, you guys will know when you sign him.
You rate him,
You gotta learn, bro.
He's on his knees for Arsenal right now, mate. Tammy, this boy, a Chelsea fan, he's on his knees for Arsenal. I want to go to Arsenal. Please take me to Arsenal.
Yeah, and you're not giving him his heart's desires, man. What's wrong with you? This is a born
I would have thought a Chelsea boy through and through would not want to go to Arsenal, but it seems the opposite case.
Bro, he's an Arsenal fan. We've all known.
Oh,
this,
is he?
Man.
I know you are.
I'm not sure how much of an Arsenal fan he was when he was doing the Didier Drogba celebration down.
Oh, of course, no. He obviously wants to do that against Arsenal, but Tammy's alright. I don't really want him that badly, but I ain't gonna say no to him. I'm not like
sure. He loves
beggars
the game.
Can't be choosers right now, can
3 games and he's got 3 goals. If you guys play him for 19 games, how many goals could he get?
Yeah, man. He's just a bit. We'll talk Tammy later, but let's just go for top of the league. I'm saying City for me.
I don't know. I don't think City get. I don't think you'll get Kane. I think it's gone on for too long.
All right, cool. Then we'll go Liverpool.
Liverpool.
I'd like to say
Even Ryan ain't gonna say Liverpool.
We're gonna have.
I've always said it. I respect Liverpool a lot for how they've won the league last year and the Champions League. For me, not done it the right way, but they've done it in a way that Arsenal could probably do, because we're not going to get owners that are going to spend massive money. So Liverpool is a club that I want Arsenal to be in that sense of, if the owners don't want to back it, then at least some way the club can. Yeah. That's why. So for me, City will win it. If not, it won't be Man United because Ollie's still there. Chelsea have a good chance with Tuchel, but I don't know, man. Chelsea. No, I see.
You just don't want to say Chelsea.
No, I don't want to say it. Of course, I don't want to say it.
That's fine.
Do you know what I will say? I think it's if City weren't champions right now, then I'd be more for Man City because we tend to, if we have a bit of a bad season, we tend to bounce back quite well. But I think if anyone can retain it, it would be City. But at the same time, I do think we need a striker because I don't think false 9 for 2 years is going to work. So I would say right now, I would say Chelsea. But I think
That's
if
the thing,
it's
'cause-
a striker, then that might change it.
Yeah, because I think you guys prioritize Europe this season personally. Because I think the pain in Porto was just a lot for you guys. When you lose your first Champions League final, the only thing that's in your mind is that you want to get it. You guys, it's the only trophy you guys haven't touched. You guys are now going to be obsessed with that. I think if you go deep into Champions League, which I expect you lot to do, I think that's what you guys prioritize.
Yeah. I think
But
we're
then
not
they've got
under
the
any
squad to deal
pressure
with
to
both,
win.
though.
We're not under any pressure to win.
But they still weaken themselves anyway. Like, they've got a squad to cope with it, but it still won't be their best squad.
I think we give a vote here.
Yeah.
So I've said City.
I'd go City still, though.
Chelsea.
And if they get Kane,
two
I
for
think
City.
it's done.
So it's 2 for Chelsea, 2 for Slav. You got the final vote.
I don't see City getting Kane because I think we're in the middle of August. Even if they give us £200 million for him, I think what we just turn around and say, what are we supposed to do with £200 million in 2 weeks?
Tammy Abraham's for sale.
It's not the
Eddie
point.
Nketiah's for sale.
Iba Carrick's for sale.
It's not, and it's not even the point of money anymore. Like, it's like he is our most valuable asset. The season starts on Sunday. What are we supposed to do? He's our best player. Like, we don't need to get rid of him. There's no reason for us to sell him with 3 years left on his contract. I mean,
So he
what
goes
he should do is what Jack Grealish did, and he should sign a contract with a release clause, so next summer he can go.
So who are you going for, Fran?
I'm going Chelsea. Just 'cause I don't think you'll. I mean, I might be wrong.
That's 3 Chelsea, 2 City.
You might offer big money, and Levy would say, "Yeah, well, okay," but I doubt it. I can't see Levy losing this because he won't want to look like the loser. So I think I just think Chelsea.
Right, Chelsea
City
first. We can
second.
end it here now. We're all good. Nah, one sec. Let me get back on the share screen. I did check if Neil was here as well.
I feel
That's what
bad
I'm
because
noticing
I'm back
backstage.
my team minute, but it's just because I'm quite realistic when it comes to football, innit? So that's why.
All right then.
City second.
Right, so
Here we go,
second
City.
place then. I think it goes without saying Manchester City.
Yeah.
City.
All right, cool. Third place, I think, is also a bit
I think
easier
we'll
because
get
I think
third.
it's Liverpool.
I think it's Liverpool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
Man,
think it's
Man
Liverpool as
United.
well.
You
Nah,
think
we'll
United
get
get
third
third?
instead of them.
Liverpool,
We'll finish ahead of them.
Liverpool will struggle. They're relying on Van Dijk to be Van Dijk that he was, and after seeing his
that's true,
pre-season,
actually.
That's
But we
fact.
still got third last season, and we've got
And
a
they
much
still
better
got
everyone-
Nat Phillips.
Yeah, but Lampard tax.
because everyone else was terrible, not because you were any good.
Do you know
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, no, but we've got a much better manager, and we'll have. I don't think we'll
I
get as many
disagree.
injuries as
No,
last
I
season.
don't disagree.
But
You've got a
I
better
still think
manager.
we'll finish
I
a
think
bit
they've got
better.
To be
better
fair,
squad.
United have strengthened though.
I
Sancho
think
and
they've got a
Varane.
better
So
squad.
They have, but Ollie tax is hefty, man. You've got to apply
Yeah, they
hefty
came
Ollie tax.
second last
it
year.
Yeah,
is
so-
hefty,
this
but
is
he
why
has
I'm-
got third last season with the worst team.
No,
So surely
He
with
came
better
second
players.
last. He came second last. year.
Oh, sorry, second last season with the worst team. So if
They
you
only
think with
finished
better
5 points
players, they'd get
ahead of us, though. and We
Yeah.
had no centre backs.
no. But as I said, but they've signed 2 proper players. Like they're not just signing no bums. They've signed Sancho and Varane to address holes that his team had.
Yeah, I agree.
So they no
I
no
know,
longer have
but
that.
I mean,
Sancho
if you
still
sign
has to
Canate
adapt to
now,
the
that's
Premier
only
League.
signing we pay, but that's
No,
the
he
next
does, and so does
centre-back.
Varane. But
We're not-
their
I don't
team is
think we'll be
better now,
short
isn't it?
centre-backs this season.
Their team is better, but their manager isn't better, and that always holds
Yeah,
back.
but I don't
I
think
know it
Ollie's
isn't,
bad.
but that
Ollie's
manager
not
got
as bad as
second last
people
year
think now. They
with
will
a
get
worse
third.
team. So you think if the team gets better, they're not going to drop to 4th, are they?
They'll get
I
third.
don't
We
know
didn't get
because I
second
feel
with
like
the
Leicester
team.
City
We
just
had-
continue
we
to
had
get better
no
as
centre
well.
backs.
Their
They had a better
squad's
team than
developed.
us last
They've got assets into their team too.
I'm going to change my vote. I'll go Man United third.
Yeah, and Man United as well.
Do you know what?
Wow, we really
I'll go
putting
Liverpool
United
third.
third.
Yeah,
You know
I
but
was
what?
gonna put
They've
fifth,
got
I can't
2
lie.
proper signings. We can't underestimate
Yeah.
that. 2
And we've
experienced
got
or 1
Canate,
experienced
that's one
winner.
proper signing, so we won't
Yeah,
be short
Konate's a
of
good
centre-backs.
signing, but if they've got Rafael Varane. Like, he ain't a joke thing, bro. Imagine Liverpool signed him. Imagine Chelsea signed him.
Good, that's
Yeah,
like
he's
it.
not. I'm not saying he is. He's a good player.
I think it's not. I think it'll be close, regardless
Yeah, it'll be
of which
close.
finishes. I don't know. I would say Klopp would be the most likely to sort of get the better out of the managers, obviously. So I think if it does come down to very close margins at the end of the season, I could see Klopp potentially getting over the
I mean,
line.
don't get me wrong. Going for third, it's not a big
But-
thing, innit, at the end of the day.
Yeah, but I
don't
think
think you
Man
finished
Man United squad are a good side.
We
have
finished top 4.
a good side.
We'll
so
finish
we'll
top
see.
4.
It's going to be close between them two. I'd say there's probably going to be less than 5 points between Liverpool and United, regardless of which
Nah, I think
way.
we finished more than 5 points above them still.
Yeah.
So,
I do. I
so
genuinely
what?
do.
We putting
Hang
Man
on,
United in
This
third.
is going to
Then?
be a nightmare because
I'm putting Liverpool
Liverpool
third
don't
ahead
get
of
in
Man
my
United.
Let's just vote. Let's just vote. Keep it moving.
No,
So
we
I'll
do
go
everything
United
to a
third.
vote.
So
I'm
I'll go
going
United
Liverpool
third.
third.
All right, so it's 1 for Liverpool, 1 for United. That's 2 for United.
One
I'm
sec.
going Liverpool.
I'd say. Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
deserving
know.
vote.
I don't know.
Just say Arsenal.
Liverpool or United? What are we saying
Oh,
for
yeah,
third
yeah,
place?
I'm
I'm
the
saying
deciding
Liverpool because I
vote.
don't think United make top 4, to be honest.
I think they make top 4. I think they'll get 4th in all seriousness, but I think we'll finish ahead of
I
them.
think Leicester do. Like Leicester or United. United are perfectly capable of making
Leicester
top 4.
overrated.
I just think if there's one shock, it could be Man United dropping out of top 4.
Just pick Man United, please. For third.
I'll put Man United. Let's just put Man United. We can change it later.
I'll put Liverpool.
Yeah, that's cool. We'll go Man United for third place anyway.
Liverpool
so then
4th, then. You
4th
gotta put
place.
Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool fourth.
Obviously,
then.
I'm
Liverpool
backing
fourth.
my boys for fourth.
Oh,
Alright,
you
Liverpool
want
fourth.
to add Tottenham into the mix?
Yeah, obviously.
Tottenham.
All right, let's discuss it. Tottenham for top 4. Go on, sell it to us.
I don't really know if I can sell it to you, but obviously I'm going to back my team. I don't know. If Kane stays, if we keep Kane, then absolutely you've got the best striker in the league. So anything can happen. And we've improved our weak points, which was our defence. We signed a top class centre back, and we're trying to get another one. So that's my argument. Nobody's going to agree with me, but there
I
you
don't
go.
think you're far off. I think
I
Tottenham
think you
improved.
guys could be in the top 4 race. I just don't
We're
think
not
you guys
done in this
make it.
transfer market. I'm telling you, if we keep Kane, we aren't done in this transfer market. And Nuno
Tottenham
isn't a bad manager either. I like Nuno so far.
He's alright. Nuno's alright, but they have spent money well. I'm thinking sign another centre back.
The
I
first
saw some
time we
reports that
signed well.
I saw some reports today that I don't know they made some sort of, or if they have made some bid for Pau Torres. So I don't know if that goes through, but
I don't think we'll get that. We also bid for Millie. The way I don't know if you heard before. The way we
yeah, I know, I heard.
Football, he bids for 10 players at each position and then chooses one. I don't know.
I think
why.
what it is with Spurs though is, I don't know, man. Like they're trying to be ambitious, but like being Spurs is holding them back in a way. Like not even joking. Like just because they're being Tottenham, because they're trying to spend money. I think there's two things though here. Like the best case scenario is Spurs invest money to help Kane out and say, look, we got a team now. Or if Kane still wants to go, Kane kind of makes sure signings are free. He just balances the books. So it works both ways, isn't it? Either Kane goes, I want to stay now because I've got players that felt good, or he just goes, it's time to go. So we'll see what happens. But I think Spurs won't get they'll challenge, I guess, but I don't think they'll get top 4. I think Liverpool too, they're better.
I see what you're saying. I also think that there was an Athletic report today that said Spurs want to spend big on an attacker and get in two more defenders, and that's what I think is what we're missing really.
Perfect as well.
If we and then it will be about who we can ship out and use that money. So I think we're not a million miles off it. And I definitely think if Kane stays, I definitely think we'll surprise. Well, regardless, actually, I think we'll surprise some people. Towards the back end of pre-season, we look much better every half that we played.
That's pre.
Yeah, but I saw some. We couldn't do the basics last season at all. Like passing to each other was a struggle. And they've obviously learned how to pass, how to run. Our fitness levels were appalling, and they look much better. I think we could. I think we could have a decent season, definitely. But I say that every year. So.
Right,
a couple trophies like last year, yeah.
Popped in as well. We're just doing the Premier League table for the season right now. We've picked Chelsea for first. No, Man City. Was it Chelsea first? Yeah,
Chelsea first.
Man City second, and Man United third. If you disagree with any of them, let us know. But if not, what's your pick for fourth place?
My predictions. So for top 4, I've got Man City, Chelsea, Man United, Leicester.
Okay, so you see Liverpool dropping out of the top 4.
Yes. Well,
all right. That was surprising, but go for it.
So it's a weird one because, again, I think we can do it. However, the thing is, my main concern is Van Dijk. I know he's a great player and he's arguably the best defender in the league. However, Liverpool are putting all of their hopes on him coming back to full strength. And the thing is, we just don't know. So, and the thing is, a lot of them are past I don't say they're past their prime or whatever, but the squad is aging and they've not refreshed it. You look at the likes of Man United, they've found the issues and they've addressed it. Yes, they've addressed one issue in terms of the centre-back, but there just seems to be, if there's a couple of that team, that beginning 11 is fantastic, but if a few injuries, and Liverpool are really prone to injuries as well, and then we know they play the same team throughout Champions League, throughout Premier League as well. So my thinking is Liverpool are again a great team, but I think we can personally pip it.
Okay, so
I
we
still
got
think
one
we get
shout for
third.
Leicester City. And we got, I think, is it 2 shouts for Liverpool? What's everyone's pick for 4th place?
Spurs.
Liverpool.
Liverpool,
Well, I wanted
personally.
third, but if you put United third, then Liverpool
For
fourth.
me, I said Leicester 4th, Liverpool 3rd, Man United 5th. That was the way I saw it.
Man United 5th.
Yeah, I said for me, I think Man United drop out the top 4.
What
I
makes you
Because
think
I
that?
think,
don't
Leicester,
think they drop
I think Leicester City are really slept on, you know. And Ollie Tax is hefty as fuck.
The thing
The
is,
Arsenal lineup's up, by the way.
Oh, is
Which
Williams
one?
starting?
No, he's on the squad.
Ah, for
But we have look.
I'm
Our
just-
striker's a
the
youngster.
team,
Well, he's not young. He's a youngster still. But yeah, Williams not on the squad.
is it
Bamiyang's out with
Balogun?
illness, and so
Balogun
is
guy?
Balogun. Yeah, Balogun's starting. I like Balogun.
All right, cool, interesting.
Martinelli started as well because Oba's injured. Xhaka's in. Shall I read it out? I got Leno, Chambers, Ben White, Mari, Tierney, Lukonga, Xhaka, Martinelli, Smith Rowe, Pepe, and Balogun.
Is Partey injured?
Yeah, he's out for the first 3 weeks of the season because of Loftus Cheek, that wanker.
3 months.
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Oh, right. I thought you said 3 months for a sec. I was like,
No,
whoa.
not 3 months, mate. Calm down, mate.
Yeah.
That'll be sad.
I was
Last
like,
year,
whoa.
though.
Right, so we still ain't picked this out. Who are we going for 4th place?
Liverpool.
United.
I think people would say Liverpool, but I've got my PC in about Leicester, which is fine.
I would have
All
gone
right.
Liverpool third though, above United, but yeah.
That was me, but cool. We'll go for Liverpool for 4th
The thing
place.
is, Leicester are more
Leicester
than
fifth.
capable.
Leicester you got.
The problem that Leicester have is because of what they've done in the past couple of seasons, people probably won't put them in third. It doesn't mean that they can't finish fourth. Doesn't mean they can't finish fourth because I think they have a good squad. So, and Fofana's probably going to come back at the sort of peak time of the season.
Let's see again, but if he's coming back as just like I was saying about Van Dijk,
Yeah.
you don't know how long it takes to come back from that.
Sure.
And when you have a
mentally.
massive injury like that, as you guys know from your teams or whatever, they don't just hit them levels. It's like, right,
Yeah.
it takes time and it takes a couple of months to just get back into, right, we're playing football at the best level.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind with someone like a Fofana leg break or a Van Dijk, they potentially, again, this is more about in the past, but before them injuries were career enders, you know? So they never kept, now they come back, but they don't come back to the same level. So it is what it is. I think, yeah, we can get, I understand why you put me in 5th again, but at the same time, that's kind of where I want to be. And I'm glad. I mean, last year, how many of you guys had us even in the top 6? Like I predicted us to be in 10th, to be honest. So nobody had us
Really?
in the top 6. So
Really, 10th?
yeah, because of the way we ended last
10th?
season. Yeah. So there
Oh
was
yeah,
3 of us.
because you really dropped points. It wasn't
We-
like
we-
last season
we-
where you just slipped up at the last game.
Yeah, and we had a smaller season and Europa League, and it was just a bit of, and then we were
But
missing
that's why I
Ricardo.
see you guys as more capable of making the top 4 this year round.
Yeah.
Because
I think so.
like, last year it was a massive bottle job, but this one it was like a slip at the final hurdle. I don't think you guys do that again. And I think, like I said, people always sleep on Leicester City. You guys have a very good squad already, and you guys have reinforced it even better as well, just like Man United have.
Yeah, and we've not sold, innit, Bavs?
Sorry, what's up?
Exactly.
No, I'm
And
just
we've
tweeting.
not, we've not sold any. We've not sold any. We've not sold one of our key players this season.
Have you not? Oh, I don't know, man. No, you haven't. No,
Oh yeah, it's
you're
all
right. you
good,
haven't.
man. James is staying.
It is what it is, man. Listen, I would have liked him at Arsenal, but I'm not gonna like cry if he stays at Leicester. Like, we just haven't put the money on the table, like
Pretty
as it
much.
stands.
Yeah.
So I saw something today about it today that they said that Arsenal have, because we've got so many different positions to address still, centre forward, 10, a right back, a goalkeeper, to spend 60 to 70 on an attacking midfielder now, having not sold as well, is becoming very, very difficult. And that's the issue. I mean, if we had sold players like Nketiah like we should have by now, 100%, Nketiah, Willock's gone now, Maitland-Niles, Nelson, and other players like that, we would have signed Maddison. I was 100% convinced. But unfortunately, our players on such massive wages because of previous regimes, no one wants to take them. So it looks like as it stands, I think
I'm
someone
still
said,
gutted you guys
no,
didn't
not
sign
someone said,
Ramsdale.
no, he's got it as well apparently. But it looks like today, Odegaard is the one as it stands. Maddison I'll keep an eye on, but I don't. It's too late. I said it's to Neil before, didn't I? I said if it gets to this stage of the season, he's not going to sign for Arsenal. Like if Arsenal wanted to sign him, it would have been last week or this week, like lead up to the season, not when the season started. I mean, it could still happen. You never know with transfer windows, but it seems like Odegaard's going to be the guy.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I said at the beginning. Yeah, so I totally agree. Yeah, but again, that's one thing. Just to kind of come back to what Babs was saying, but we haven't sold a major player this season, and that's going to work in our favour. Plus, we've got two players. We've got rid of Gazal. That's about it. But we're reinforcing the squad with decent players as well.
Right, so are we going to go for Leicester City?
How are we still on the 4th place?
Yeah, let's keep it moving. I need to
I
go as well.
thought we agreed that 4th were Liverpool.
Yeah, 4th was Liverpool, and then I think 5th Leicester City.
No, wrong.
So we've got Leicester City in 5th place. Who are we going for 6th?
All right, give us.
I'd go Spurs.
Spurs, Villa, potentially.
I've got Villa.
I'd probably
think
go
Villa.
Spurs.
I
Especially
don't think
Spurs
Villa.
keep Kane. I'd go Spurs 6.
I think Villa have got a very good team, but I don't rate their manager.
I don't think Villa. I think Danny
Yeah, I
Ings
think
is
he's overrated.
Yeah,
Danny
I
Ings is
think
injured half
they've
the
got a very
season.
good team, but
Ings will
I've
How
never
many of
rated their
Leon
manager.
Bailey plays? Is that good?
Ings is alright,
But
but they've
who's
got
backup
Watkins.
for
What
Ings as
year
well?
they've got as well? They brought
Bailey was
No, but
Yeah.
Ings ain't going to be a starter, is he? Isn't Watkins a starter there?
It's
No, I
both.
think
he
they're
will.
playing both.
Ings will
Because Oli can
default
play on the
start.
wings.
Oh, wow. Well, Ings out wide. I don't know how that works then.
No. Ings plays in
they've
the
got
middle. I
options
think Oli
at the end of the
Watkins
day.
plays out wide.
Oh, Watkins up again. I don't know. I mean, I think he's played there before, but I don't know, man. Like Grealish obviously is a massive part. Buendia will definitely replace the
Hang on,
creative
we haven't
numbers.
sold our best player yet, so surely it's got to be us here.
Yeah, I think Tottenham, because as it stands, yeah, Kane's still there, so they've improved their team. So
Yeah,
I
I
can't
think
just
Tottenham.
say they're gonna get worse. And yeah, Nuno,
You
maybe
got
they
Tottenham?
they might get like a new manager bounce as well, because that always happens at the start.
Yeah, potentially. Like it depends on Spurs' run. I know we've got a tough run, but I don't know about you guys.
I think
What is
Spurs' main thing will be probably challenging the FA Cup, Carabao Cup as well. I mean, they're in the
That was
Conference
the-
League, so I don't know how that
That was
affects them.
the Conference League.
Does
Yeah,
Nuno
I
do
can't
that?
lie. Tottenham's trophy drought has to end this season. It has to end this season.
If it doesn't end now, I mean, just forget about it at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, you guys have to win the conference. I don't care if Jose's in there or not. He's got to get done as well. Whether Tammy's at the club or not.
I'd go Spurs 6. That's my vote.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
go
there's no
Spurs.
excuse for Spurs not winning the trophy now.
7th place. Who are we going for 7th place? Are we going to do Aston Villa? Are we going to go for Arsenal?
Yeah, I'd go Villa.
I went for Villa. I'd say Leeds.
Not
I'd
Leeds,
go
What about
Arsenal.
Everton?
Arsenal if they get another couple of players in.
Right,
Arsenal
but-
only if we sign a striker and a 10.
With the
In that case, I
non-European
think we-
football, you could
Yeah, but
take Arsenal
we
up
got
to
to take the
7th then,
teams as
okay.
they are now because we did that with Tottenham. We could say if Spurs lose Harry
Exactly,
Kane, they go
exactly.
down a few places.
All right.
Because
you
of
know what? Yeah, we'll just go
non-European
Arsenal.
football, you could put Arsenal a place up in 7th then, maybe.
Yeah, I think 7th.
Well, we were
Yeah, because
saying
you know what?
Arsenal
As
they get a few signings.
much as Villa have improved, and so have Leeds as well, they also don't have European football. So do Arsenal. And we've, in terms of squad, we've still got quite a few. We've got a big squad, let's just say, so we can rotate quite a lot as well. And I think Villa finished bottom half last season. So how are they getting that much
but they
better
had
without?
Grealish out for 3 months.
Yeah, I know, but I know they've sold Grealish.
They've now got no Grealish forever.
Yeah,
Exactly,
but
so
they've
my
always
point is,
reinforced well. They've
we
got
don't know how Leon
they've got
Bailey-
Danny Ings in.
With Leon Bailey coming from a new league, we don't know how he's going to adapt straight away. We've seen him with Werner and Havertz.
Bundesliga, Yeah,
Exactly. We've seen it with how hard it is for Bundesliga players to come. Even De Bruyne the same. So I don't know how Bailey's going to do straight away. He's a fantastic signing in my eyes, at least. Buendia, I think, will do good. I like Buendia a lot. I wanted him at Arsenal, obviously. So I think Villa will do good. But I think to go from 11th to 7th is a massive ask, especially after losing your best player. So I think they're probably more 9th-ish in my eyes. But I don't know. You can count. Maybe you could call it a Villa agenda if you want. But yeah, I'd say Arsenal 7th. I'd say for me.
Arsenal 7th. We're not going to go for Leeds.
Yeah,
Bit of
yeah,
Everton,
Arsenal
for
7th,
Benitez.
I've got West Ham.
Nah,
Even
I'd
with
go
Europa
West Ham,
League
man.
football.
What is this? Your weird predictions that you're doing?
Me, what else was weird?
You
Leicester in
had,
4th.
no, who did you have?
You know what
fifth?
could harm West Ham as well?
5th
Is the
Liverpool.
fact they'll have fans back. Because you know what West Ham fans are like in the stadiums at times. I think that's what kind of benefited them a bit
haven't
last
signed
season as
anyone.
well. Yeah, and they've not got
Yeah.
a big squad either, so I don't think West
Yeah,
Ham
I
finished
think
that high.
Europa League football rips their squad apart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially.
So I don't think
I don't know
they've
how
got
much their
seven.
fans also, even though how Moyes did last year, how many of their fans, because their fans can be toxic. like most clubs, but their fans can
they're
be very
well
toxic in the
sometimes
ground.
in the stadium.
Yeah, especially at
It
the home
helps
ground. That's
them.
why West Ham have never had an advantage, except for the 1 year fans weren't there. So I don't know, man. West Ham again,
What is this, 7th or 8th?
seventh.
No, that's like
Yeah.
this is taking 4 years. Let's go, Arsenal.
Yeah, I think Arsenal as well.
But then that's a better season for them. I don't know why they're not so optimistic if you get 7th place. Like, you guys had 8th the last few years.
Seventh
Going
would
from
be
8 to 7
Conference
isn't much
League.
to shout about.
No, it isn't. It isn't. We look. Let's just say, as I said, man. Like, the reason why Arsenal get laughed at is because everyone knows, like deep down, we should be a club fighting with the Chelsea's, Uniteds, Cities,
Yeah.
and Liverpool's because we're Arsenal Football Club.
Sure.
So that's why it's very funny
Yeah.
to see Arsenal in 7th. Because for a lot of clubs, 7th is a very good season, isn't it? If you give Villa that, they'd bite your hand off for it. So I think, look, it is what it is. We just kind of not accept it, but just see where it goes. As I said, we don't have any massive expectations. And look, we were 6 points off the top 4 last year. So we're far off. I won't say we're close, but anything's possible, isn't it?
How many
Right,
points were you from 10th? Just out of curiosity, do you know? But
I didn't look.
don't
I
know.
didn't look below. I've probably
Okay.
5 as well, 5 or 6. So it's close, isn't it?
Yeah,
It goes
that's what
either
I
way.
mean.
I don't know. I'm guessing that, but regardless, look, teams have improved, like Villa have, but I think Villa they're a good team, but they're becoming a bit overrated. And I've said it because I don't rate their manager. Watkins is a very good player. Buendia I like as well. Bailey's a good player if he adapts straight away. But the defense is still for me pretty. Martinez is obviously a very good goalkeeper, but I don't rate Mings personally, and I think he's like one of the key players. Left back, right back, all right. They're pretty average players, I'd say. Cash is all right, to be fair. So I don't know where Villa's
I like Matty.
7th comes from. But I think they could get top half. I mean, if someone said they haven't got top
I
half
think they
since.
get 8. I think they can definitely get 8.
Yeah, they could. They should get top. If Villa don't get top half, it will be a failure. Even though they're so
Yeah.
Grealish, they should get top half.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, much agreed as well. Because mid-table is just like you can put anybody. In
Oh,
the
do you know
bottom.
what?
Yeah.
Let me give my surprise 8th, right?
Relegations, in my opinion. All right, go for 8th if you
You go
want.
I want.
relegation.
All right, cool. If Villa doesn't get 8th, right? If things don't go to plan there, I'm gonna say Brighton.
Brighton.
Oh,
I'm gonna say
I'll
Brighton.
back that still.
And I say that because,
End
listen,
of purse.
Shock.
last year it was a massive shock. The amount of chances these guys made consistently, which is no luck. They're consistently making chance after chance after chance. If they were to sign, even if it isn't Nketiah, I know you might laugh at it now, but just a striker that
Someone
just
who's more
takes his
clinical
chances.
than Mopai.
Yeah, a clinical striker or clinical-ish striker who gets you 15 goals a season potentially. I think they will get top half. They should have been top half last year. If you remember, like, in terms of
if though, like we got to look at the teams from now. That's what we were doing. And
no, but
for
they will
me,
sign a
like,
striker.
Brighton have
They will sign a
always been
striker.
that sort of
They've kept
side.
Basuma as well.
I don't know
They've
because
kept
I had
Basuma. They've kept
Brighton
Lamptey.
And they're getting
I
I will
go
say it,
down,
man.
I can't lie.
Brighton will surprise a lot of teams this year because of the quality of the manager. First things first, but secondly, the chance creation is insane. And if your team makes chances, you
It's
will
the
not be fighting
manager,
relegation.
It's the coach. That's
And
the
defense
main
is not
reason
bad,
for
even though I know they conceded goals last year, but they've still got experienced defenders. Lewis Dunk,
that.
the goalkeeper's good.
They had a half decent. They had a decent defensive record. They never
Yeah,
got
they've only
battered in
lost-
games.
Yeah, they've only lost Ben White. And so apart from
Yeah.
that, Basuma's still there, Lamptey's still there, and they're gonna sign a striker.
Mwepu's
I
pretty
think they
good.
signed Mwepu from Mwepu from Salzburg as well. So listen, I will go for Brighton at 9th or 8th. It might be a surprise, but it's my team to watch out for this season.
But what have they done, Babs, to address they've created the same chances, sure, but what have they done to address the issue that they can't put the ball in the back of the net?
That's what I'm saying. I think they will sign a striker. They're still in talks to sign a striker. So that's me knowing they will sign a striker, not even just thinking they will.
I think
I know
because
they
they haven't
will.
signed one, I can't put them that high. That's the thing, in all seriousness.
They'll
like
challenge
to
for
sign
top
one
half.
down
That's
to
what I'm
make
trying to
that
say.
trade.
Maybe 8th
And make
and 9th is
space.
too high, but they'll challenge for top half. Maybe 10th.
Like, for all we know, they might not sign one. So if
I
they
say
don't,
Leeds
they'll
8th
finish bottom
place.
half. But if they
Yeah,
do,
look, Leeds, Villa are obviously teams that everyone's mentioning, but I think the whole dark horse thing. Like, remember Turkey the Euros? Like, I think the dark horse for me is Brighton. But,
I'd
yeah,
be
that's-
real. I fully underestimate
the
them. I
top
think
10
they're
or
going to
the
go
top-
down this year.
On what?
No,
I don't
it's
think
a
they'll
surprise, isn't it?
I don't think
A
they'll
surprise
go.
is
I
that
think
no
that-
one
only
knows where they're
If
going
they
to.
have the same attack and they keep missing chances, I think it's very tight this season in the Premier League. And if they have the same season they did last year, I think they go down.
Yeah, it's potential. But
I
That's
don't
why
let's just go
I put
relegation
eight
before
on the
I.
right.
Let's just go down to relegation before I cut because I need to go quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No worries, man. I hear that. We'll go down to 20th. Right, who do you think is going to finish
Probably
bottom?
Watford.
Norwich.
Southampton.
Watford or Norwich.
Ooh,
Southampton. or
Southampton.
Can I be real?
Southampton-
That's my
Southampton
entire
bottom,
bottom
though.
three in general. I just can't pick where's where.
I think
I'd
Southampton
go
go down. They
Norwich.
got a good manager,
I'd go Watford bottom.
but they've not improved. I mean, have they improved who they signed?
I don't know.
No, I don't
Southampton.
know anyone that they. Oh, Southampton. Apparently,
They've
here's the
sold.
thing: Southampton fans do not sound like they're shook with Danny Ings being sold. From what they're
Yeah,
saying,
they've
their
lost their
team's a
striker.
lot better than everyone else is making it out to be.
But
and they
who's
feel
Ings'
really
replacement?
confident of staying up. I think
Armstrong.
it's either Armstrong from Blackburn or Armando Brojo, who we loaned to them for the season. One or the
yeah,
other.
yeah.
Okay. The player on loan, yeah. Is he a winger though? Or is he more of a centre forward?
No, he's a striker.
I was just centre forward. Okay. No, I still think Southampton go down. They last year their form towards the end of the season was
Norwich.
horrific.
They're
Too
terrible.
shambolic, yeah.
And Norwich as well. I mean, they've sold Buendia and bought in Berisha, I think his name is, from the Bundesliga as well. And I don't know how he adapts, but Norwich have again they've sold one or two players. I don't know if they signed any great players either. But I think that's just an easy thing to say. Norwich will go down because we don't know that much about them. Same
But
with
I think
Brentford as well. To
Watford
be
will
fair,
struggle.
I think
Because they'll
Watford.
sack a
Watford as well.
manager as well.
we
It'll
played
just cause
Watford,
a
and
lot
I
of
know it was just
instability.
pre-season. We played Watford a couple of weeks ago, and they were worse than Millwall were in the game we played against them. And they had Watford at that stage.
Watford
Played I think
had
like 3 more games
nothing
than Arsenal had as well. They did look very average. They couldn't get the ball out of their own half. So Watford will go down for me. Southampton as well.
Are we forgetting about Brentford, or do we all think Brentford survive?
No,
I think Brentford
I
surprise.
think
Yeah,
Brentford
me
stay up.
I think
I
Newcastle
hope
Surprise
Brentford
a lot of
stay up.
teams.
I hope Brentford
think-
stay up because I need a decent West London derby. I'm sick of Fulham
Yeah,
being
yeah.
a yo-yo
I
club.
think Newcastle are going to go down there. Crap.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
Newcastle.
going
Yeah,
to say.
I don't think they'll
Newcastle.
go
Another
down.
shout.
The thing
Yeah,
is,
that's
Slav,
my bottom 3.
I say it before, Newcastle have find a way of staying up every single season, and somehow they get worse. And I don't know how.
Your
but
luck
this-
runs out eventually.
Potentially, but this is Steve Bruce, and somehow he manages to get this Newcastle
haven't-
side in the Premier League. I don't know how.
They haven't decided. They need a centre back big time. They've still got Jamal Lascelles, who's got one leg, and Fabian
COVID.
Schär. They're all injured all the time. They need a centre back, and their defenders are dreadful. Their fullbacks are still Paul Dummett and somebody. They will go down if they don't start buying some players.
I
Right,
agree.
let's pick the bottom 3. Who are we going for 20th?
Norwich.
I don't know about order, but Newcastle, Watford, and Norwich for me.
I'd go
Okay.
Watford.
Newcastle bottom.
No, I don't know what order, but
Nah,
I'd
not
say
Newcastle
Watford bottom. I think Watford bottom. for
Yeah,
me.
I think Watford bottom as well.
Okay.
I will go Watford in 20th, 19th.
Norwich.
Norwich.
And then
Norwich.
I've got Southampton.
I was going to put
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Then
down.
Southampton
I think
is-
so.
I can't. I want
I don't
to
think
see
Newcastle
Newcastle
go
go down.
down.
Yeah, me too. But I've said it for too many seasons, and it keeps happening. Because
I mean, they have got one of the greatest young talents in the world now.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's no jokes. This guy scored more goals than Mason Mount last year. So count your minerals, lad.
Johnny, if you hear that, like, that's on you, man. I can't be bothered.
I'm scared
What
of Johnny, man.
Burnley?
I saw that video of Johnny on Twitter. That way, hey, listen, man, I need to be careful with Johnny, man. He might pull up out somewhere.
Do you know what I do think?
Hey, you're
not
not ready for Johnny
Newcastle
Sprinkler,
haven't
bro.
strengthened, so I think Newcastle are at risk. I don't think they'll go down, but they're definitely at risk.
Yeah, I agree.
What about Burnley? Do you think this might be the year that?
No.
Nah,
Burnley
they got too
Oh,
good
I
of
hope
a
so.
defensive
Oh,
shape.
I hope so badly. I
So
mean, if
do
Burnley
I.
go down, I'm gonna have a
You've got
party.
so many agendas, Babs.
I don't have an
But
agenda
Burnley away
against
stinks,
Burnley, bro.
we can-
Just
we
go
can
to
run
Burnley
our
away.
blue
Just
side.
go to
No,
Burnley away. I
man,
beg you.
It ain't great, but they've
Get them
got
out.
in-
They're not Premier League.
they've got
I'm
enough
sorry.
to stay up.
They're not. They're not. I swear to God, it's so annoying. How are they still here? Why are they still here?
They're
Just get them
not-
out, please.
They're
Can
not
we just have a vote?
the
Can we just
worst
vote
clubs
for
in
Burnley
the
to
Premier
get out of
League,
the-
so we won't get relegated.
Yeah, boot them out.
There's three worse
Get them
teams
out,
than
man. Get them out, mate. No, listen, mate. Get Burnley out of it.
If they
Sorry,
are
put
going
Burnley
down,
bottom for me,
this
mate.
season, if they ever are going down.
It'll
Give
be
them a
this
point
season.
deduction. Get them out of here.
It's got to
Right,
be
so-
Southampton. Southampton over Burnley, 100%.
Yeah.
Right, so
I'd
Southampton,
say
we're going
so.
for 19th or Newcastle
They'll
or
probably
Norwich?
lose
Southampton will stay up. Got a good manager.
No,
Yeah, but
right.
they've lost all their players.
Norwich.
Right, we'll
They've
go
lost their
Norwich.
left back. They lost their
He's a good
centre back.
manager
They lost
still.
their
That's the only thing
striker.
about Southampton
But
Danny
manager.
Ings carried them, and then when he got injured, and after that they just fell off a cliff. And I
They've
can't
just
see that
signed someone
improving.
who scored more goals than Danny Ings last season. So I think they'll be fine.
Yes, from the Championship,
But I still think he's a quality striker.
but he's
Danny
going
Ings-
to carry it. Is he
Danny
going
Ings-
to carry
Danny
them
Ings is
out of the
29
Premier, out of
and
relegation?
injured. Danny Ings is 29 and injured every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and what happened? They went to first and they slipped straight down the table. Now, if you're going to carry on like that, you're going to get relegated.
Down. I don't think they're going to finish in the top 4, but I think they'll finish 15th.
No, but we're talking about relegation.
I
don't think they're going to get relegated.
Not a chance.
Okay.
Big up V33 saying Babs picking facts about United instead of just jumping on the Bash Ollie bandwagon. Some sense in here instead of condescending views. I do think that's a show about me, but Ollie still reeks as a manager, and Ollie Tax is going to lick you in the arse like a Shawn Michaels sweet chin music. So it is what it is. Appreciate the donation anyway, my guy. But yeah,
anyways, I need a bounce though.
Yeah, no worries, man. Bless for jumping on anyway.
Take care, everyone. Take care. Hopefully, also in a bit.
Bye. Take care, man.
Right. So, who are we going for the final spot then? Is it Newcastle or Southampton?
Southampton, I think.
Southampton.
Newcastle.
Ryan?
Is that majority Southampton?
Yeah, I'd probably say Southampton.
All right. So Southampton in 18th, and I think that puts Newcastle in 17th.
Agree.
Newcastle in 17th. Right, now we got like this little chasm of mid-table where we try and fit players around. Who do you think's getting 16th?
I've got Brentford.
Brentford 16th.
Burnley or Brentford. I reckon Burnley 16th.
Brighton are going up a lot higher than I thought they would be. Because I thought they were going to go down in my opinion.
I think
Brighton in 16th, Jan?
No, I think above.
Nah, not that far down.
Brighton in 15th.
Yeah.
I'd go 13th.
There could also be Burnley potentially.
Yeah.
Wolves, Crystal
Burnley
Palace.
16th, I reckon.
Wolves,
they could be up or down. They could be anywhere in the table depending on
how Jimenez comes back as well.
Yeah.
I think Wolves have a better squad.
Wolves are just a question mark. They could be anywhere in that table.
I just don't know what their manager is like as well.
Yeah, I don't know anything about their new manager. I just have to see the way they play. But apparently, he plays completely different to Nuno. Like he might be a more attacking manager.
The fans have already fallen out with him though, as well. From what I hear as well. We play them at the weekend. I'll let you know.
Really? Over what?
As in, they're just not happy with the way that basically their season tickets. I think they're the 5th most expensive season ticket. They've not invested in the squad. Their players are out injured all over the place. They've had from what we heard as well, they've had a centre back problem for 4 years. It's still not been addressed, and they've just got some guy from Colombia or Venezuela. I can't remember which South American place, South American country. But yeah, I do see them more mid-table. I don't see them dropping down into like the teen positions.
Yeah, I'm more around there as well. So, are we going for Brighton or Burnley in 15th? Or is there anyone else you want to?
Burnley.
I've got Burnley.
Burnley, all right.
Yeah.
Burnley in 15th. 14th?
Brighton, I'd say.
Brighton. I've got Brighton as well, Jan.
Okay,
What
if we got
Palace?
Brighton any higher than that, then
I'd put Palace personally.
Palace.
Under Vieira.
I've got Palace. Yeah,
Palace
above.
below Brighton. Well, maybe Vieira tax. Because new manager. And
Yeah, I
everything
reckon
like
Palace
that.
below Brighton still. And
But
Eze's out
Palace
for a while
also
as well.
recruited
Eze's
really
been
well.
out for
They
a
got
while.
Mark Gay in, Conor Gallagher on loan. Eze should be coming back in the new year too. There's been a few smart
Nah, I'd still
transfers.
go Palace below
And they've
Brighton.
got a really
And
good
Vieira,
under
if you look at
23s.
Vieira's, like,
They've got a really talented. I think they've got one of the best under 23s academies in the whole of whole of England as well. So that's whole Vieira's job to change the team of that old
But
guard and
Vieira's
bring
is
them
so
in. With that, you don't know what's
unproven,
going to
though,
happen though.
with Vieira, like you look at, apparently me and Jan heard last night, we had an American fan on the Q&A, and he said that Vieira at like New York City was horrendous, and then at Nice he didn't do really well either. So like, you're just so unproven. That's the thing. Like I think you got to go Palace under Brighton.
I'll actually give you that because I know he held back Malang Sarr a little bit because he played him at left back when he's a centre back. So I could see some clownery for him. Just before we go to 13, big up E-Rock saying, friendly reminder that Chelsea are the super champions of Europe. We know what we are. Also, Babs will never sing that. And big up Kevin Fraser as well saying, super champions of Europe. We know what we are. Big up yourself for the donations and the weekly reminder as per usual. Big up you guys. So we've gone for Crystal Palace in 13th. In 14th, and I guess we're going Brighton.
Brighton 13th. Yeah, Brighton 13th.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So
but
Brighton,
I think they'd be around the same position, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like these ones in mid-table, they could really switch. It's not even that deep because mid-table is just a chasm at this point.
I'm proud of
12th
myself. I got
place.
Brighton in 13th. You know, I didn't think I'd get them that high with like. Oh,
I had Brighton going down, bro. I don't know how
They
they're
won't
this
finish
high up.
that high. They won't finish that high.
I'm actually quite
Yeah, we're
proud of
gonna look
myself.
back at Brighton at the end of the season and think, what were we thinking putting them here? Or we just
Yeah,
let Ryan
definitely.
go off on one.
Yo, I'm quite proud of myself, to be fair.
I think
But I
Palace
think
will finish above them.
Nah, they won't.
Can't
Why do you
believe you
think
managed
that?
to fraud them into this
They,
position.
what you forget as well is they're a major rival with each other. Do you know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
Palace are not going to want to finish below Brighton. Whatever they
Yeah,
have
but then
to
it works the other way. Brighton will want to finish above Palace, so that.
Oh,
that
no, of course. Yeah, of course. But I just think, I don't know.
it's the manager for me. Vieira's, I don't think it's that good from what you look at his past 2 jobs. And Graham Potter's a lot better than him, so that's why I'd go Brighton above Palace, definitely.
All right, so now we're into 12th place. It's Villa, Everton, Leeds, West Ham, and Wolves left. We've got 5 more choices to pick
I'd probably
from.
go
Who's
Wolves.
going to finish bottom out of all
Wolves.
those
I
5?
think Wolves, yeah.
Wolves
Then-
in
I'd say
12.
Wolves will finish
Wolves
bottom
in
out of
12.
all of them. Yeah.
Then
What you got, Lewis?
West Ham.
No,
I'd say
no,
West
no. Like
Ham.
at this one, Wolves could finish. I said they could finish anywhere within the table, but 12th, I
Yeah.
mean, it's a slight improvement on last season. But if they finish 12th again, I think Wolves fans are going to be fuming because they've gone from
It's gonna be
finishing
going
7th and
stale
8th to
then, yeah.
14th and 12th.
Same with Burnley though. Finished 7th, got Europa League, and then now they're down in 15th, 16th.
Yeah, but
No, but that
thing
was like
is,
just
Wolves
one
spend
year
money
though.
though.
They had one big year and
Wolves
that was
spend
it.
money,
Wolves,
Burnley
they came
don't.
in and shot up to the top, and they've just petered down ever since.
Yeah, but Wolves can spend money because they got decent owners. They've got a lot better owners than Burnley. Burnley don't spend anything, so it's like Wolves has more
That's just-
expectation on them still.
If
Fucking
Sean
spending
Dyche
well enough.
goes, if Sean Dyche goes, then I
Burnley
think
are
they're
fucked.
relegation fodder. But he'll keep
Burnley
them
are
up.
fucked then, yeah.
Mm.
Then
But
there's
who's
I
even
reckon
taking
Burnley
Sean
finish
Dyche?
bottom
I ain't
without
heard of
Sean Dyche.
Right,
Sorry,
so
what?
11th place now. Aston Villa, Everton, Leeds, and West Ham.
got to be Leeds.
I
Everton.
say West Ham. I say West Ham.
Everton finishing 11th again. Do you know how toxic that place is
I
going
don't
to
think
be
Ever-
this
I don't
season?
think Everton
It's
finish
already
that well.
toxic,
They
man.
improve under
It's
Benitez.
already
I know,
toxic.
but as long as they improve or they get better, they'll sharp. But if
Really,
they
with that
finish it-
manager,
if
with the
Benitez
history.
improves Everton, they can't say a word, regardless of how much they may hate him or anything. If he gets some results, they have to firm it.
but it's
If
the
they finish
start.
If he wins them a trophy, he's their most successful manager for 25 years.
That's what I mean. I think Everton have a decent team on paper if you look at it. So I think under Benitez, if you think what Benitez did with Liverpool when they didn't really have a great team, then I think he can do something with Everton because Everton's team are all right. So
But you could say the same thing, Jan. They had a stronger team last year with
Yeah.
a stronger manager, and they finished 11th.
yeah, I don't know.
It's Everton is always the
It's a
team
weird
that
one.
should be always performing better than they always do.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the tactics of as Ryan and one thing as well is obviously with Chelsea, as you guys know, Lewis, when the fan base was like, he tore the fan base apart, didn't he? And imagine that on top of, oh yeah, he managed Liverpool and won them. Do you know what I mean? There's all these factors that are playing in place. 2 or 3 games with bad results, the whole thing is just going to switch.
Yeah.
And who have they signed? They've signed Andros Townsend. They've signed Damari Gray. They haven't really signed anybody that I'm like, oh, and as
You didn't even say Damari's Gray's name with any respect.
no,
That's how
look,
weak it is.
dude, the guy's been with us for 5 years. He doesn't even have single figures, double figures in goals and assists as a winger, as an attacking winger, after 5 years, after playing in Europa League, Champions League, and Premier League. Not double figures in 5 years. That's less than 2 assists and goals per year. It's not good enough.
Oh, good.
That's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, so we're going to go for Everton for 11th place.
I would say so.
Yeah.
You put Leeds at 11th. You think they're going to have a worse year than last season?
I think based on who's left, possibly.
Nah, Leeds are a joke.
I think Leeds finished the highest out of all of them.
What do you mean, Slav?
Well, maybe not Villa. Maybe not Villa.
Top half. They finished top half.
What do you mean by sorry, Slav? What do you mean by Leeds a joke? I'm just asking.
Leeds are a joke. They're very good.
Oh right, okay.
You know
Could have been
what?
taken
You
out
know
of
what
play.
about Everton as well? You know what about Everton that still needs to be seen is, I know it shouldn't be but you know about the case involving a certain player, that how that progresses and how that could surround the club and how that could impact us. Huh?
Yeah.
What
was
I
that?
can't hear you.
Is there something wrong with
You
everyone's
say
connection?
something,
Or is it just me? What the fuck? Because I'm not even on this tab.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's everyone picking?
For
No,
11.
I was saying about
They're
Everton. Well,
Yeah.
I've got 10th Leeds.
You got Leeds in 10th. Right, you know what? We'll just pick a place because everyone's completely bad. 11th place, who are we going for? Villa, Everton, Leeds, West Ham. We'll go to a vote.
Everton.
Everton?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go for Everton. 10th.
you
Who are we
know what?
going for?
Yeah, but with Everton, you just
Villa.
don't know how that case is going to progress.
Oh my god.
involving
We've decided on Everton.
players
Next.
there.
We've been on Everton for way too long. Way too long.
Leeds next.
How's my man
Leeds-
having a 40-minute chat
Can I
about this?
just say though, in terms of when you say sort of in 10th place and you say these teams and people are saying it's disrespectful. If you look at the teams above them,
Exactly.
it's not and normally 10th place sounds really bad, like you've had a terrible season. But if you actually look at the teams above in the table, it's not like they're not going to finish above Chelsea, not going to finish above City, United, Liverpool, Leicester, Tottenham or Arsenal. So really, it's not that disrespectful to finish 8th, 9th, 10th in this season. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of how good you are, because that's the top 6. And
Aston Villa as well.
yeah,
The competition's strong in the Premier League. You gotta remember that.
yeah.
Right, so 10th place. I'm going West Ham for 10th place, personally.
Really?
I think they drop off with Europa League football. They don't have the squad for it. And
I
they
think
only finished
That's
what?
true, actually.
They finished 6th last year.
Yeah,
7th place.
I'd go West Ham
They
11.
lost Lingard, didn't they?
I would've gone
Lingard
West Ham 11.
United.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't even. Yeah, you know what? If anything, West Ham could be
Yeah.
lower, but I'll put them in 10th.
Yeah.
9th place and 8th place, Villa or Leeds. I personally would say
I'd go Leeds and
Leeds
Villa.
and
Leeds
Villa.
9th, Villa
Villa
8th.
9th, Leeds 8th.
Yeah, villain.
Villa 9th. And we're going to go for Leeds 8. Right, we finally got there. We got
You
our
think
Premier
Leeds
League
above Villa?
table. What?
Do you think Leeds above Villa? I'd personally go Villa above Leeds.
8th and 9th.
It's not
No,
that.
yeah,
it's not a
Villa
big deal.
above Leeds, definitely, yeah.
The thing is, Ryan, it depends on
Villa
how many
above
points as well. But anywhere between 7th and 12th, in my opinion, is completely changeable.
Yeah,
I think that gap. I don't know exactly how many points, but they were switching all the way till the end of the season. So it's pretty much anybody's game, and that group of teams is strong. As in, like that Leeds, Everton, Wolves, even Tottenham, Arsenal, West Ham, Aston Villa. That's a strong group to to get in.
It is.
Yeah, like that's why we said the biggest talking points were the top 6 and the bottom 6. We were just leaving mid-table to last. Mid-table, genuinely anyone can finish anywhere, so no one take it as gospel. No one be offended if your club isn't in the position where it's going to be. If you're mid-table,
I'm still
you're
so
just going
proud
to
I got
finish
Brighton in
mid-table.
13th.
I can't believe Brighton are in 13th place here. They shouldn't be there. I thought they'd
I'm
be
so
around
proud of myself.
relegation zone.
But
Man,
there's
let's see if
worse
Potter makes you
teams.
proud, isn't it?
But
But there's
Burnley are a
genuine
worse
case
team.
for all those
Brentford
teams
are a
being
worse
below
team.
them.
Newcastle, Southampton, Norwich, and Watford are worse teams.
Yeah.
But I also think they're more capable of getting goals, even with less chances.
I think Brentford
I don't know about
will
Southampton.
do all right,
without
So
Ings.
Brentford could even end up finishing a little bit higher.
Yeah, I think so. But again, with
I
first
wouldn't overestimate
season,
Brentford
Jan,
that
in the
much.
Prem.
Yeah, it's just the thing is that they've got no pressure. They've just come up. The only thing they need to do is survive. So they're not under any pressure. I think some of the other
I
teams.
wouldn't overestimate Brentford that much for like a mid-table thing. I think they're in a exactly the position I think
I
they'll
don't
be
mean
in.
like they finish in the top 10, but I just mean like they could finish above Burnley or something like that. We don't know.
Possibly, yeah, possibly. But I wouldn't
But in this case, that's
overestimate
just
them.
one above anyway.
But this is what I'm saying. The top
Like even
10,
if they beat Arsenal tonight, like that.
but I think there's going to be, like Lewis says, the top 10 are a lot stronger well, the top sort of 12 are a lot stronger than the others.
11,
So
12, yeah.
I don't think any team in that bottom half is going to finish in the top 12. Do you know what I mean? So it's just one of them.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a case of, oh, they didn't finish 60th, they finished 13th. You know what I mean? It's going to be like that. It's not going to be.
And it depends on how many points between each of them, you know. But like coming to the top of the table, I don't think Man City will win it by 12 points this year. I think there'll be a lot more closer gap to Man United and Chelsea, for example.
Yeah, well, the only thing that really matters is that we as Shameless FC predict Chelsea to win the league. And I'm happy with that, and we're all good. Top goal scorer. Who's everyone going for the Golden Boot this year?
The same one.
If Kane goes City, it's a wrap.
Usually Harry Kane.
If Kane goes City, it's a wrap.
You sure that you're not thinking of any other contenders potentially? Anybody?
You got like Kane.
Harry Kane will win it, whether he's playing with Barnet or Tottenham. So.
What was that?
Harry Kane will win it whether he plays for Brighton or Tottenham. Like, makes no difference.
Yeah, Kane's favourite to win it regardless, to be fair. Like, Kane's the one I just go for, innit? Like,
if he's on the end of De Bruyne's crosses, then yeah.
Yeah, if Kane goes City, then
he can be on the end. He can be.
I'm surprised you haven't mentioned your man, Ryan, Mohamed Salah. I think he's up there.
No, I said Salah. I said it's going to be Kane, Salah, or Lukaku, probably. I did say Salah.
It could be shared, you know. Could be.
But at the end of the day, as much as I get onto Salah, he's guaranteed numbers at the end of the day, isn't he? So that's why I'm playing fantasy.
Because he's not number 9, right?
What number is Lukaku?
He's taken the number 18, I think.
Temporarily, because we still need to get Abraham out to another club.
Yeah, but once you choose a number for the season, that's it. You can't change it.
Yeah, but he hasn't picked one. Chelsea haven't even registered his shirt number yet.
I'm just saying.
Like, if you look at the Chelsea shirt list for this season, like we changed Kovacic to a number 8, but we haven't even put Lukaku in yet.
I think
Tammy Abraham, Kane or Salah. I think Kane, Salah. I am putting R9 in there. I don't care.
He's got a conversation.
You can't call him R9, but he's not number 9.
He hasn't even got a number yet.
His name's not even R as well. It's L. It's L18.
Are we going by Ronaldo's first? Are we going by Ronaldo's second name? We're going to do N9.
I'm just saying that this is wrong, isn't it? As in the Lukaku bit, R9 is wrong because his number's not that and his first name's not that.
His first name's not that.
His second name's not that.
Yeah, but like we ain't using Ronaldo's last name when we're going.
He's not going to have Romelu on the back of his shirt.
Are we going to do RN9 if that's the case? His name's Ronaldo Nazario, isn't it?
RL18.
I swear we need to get Tammy Abraham off. What was that, Jan?
Isn't his surname begin with a B, like Bolingoli or something?
Shit, yeah, it actually is.
I know because
I can't pronounce it. Bolignoli or something like that. I don't even know.
I don't know how to say it in, the
right way. But for Golden Boot, it's either, I guess we're just going to go with either Kane, Lukaku, or Mohamed Salah. Maybe Vardy, to be fair. Or what's your thoughts on Vardy?
I don't think Vardy.
Oh, you're not even putting Vardy in.
Not in top goal scorer. I think his role. He's 35, and we've got other strike. If you look, he had a blistering start of the season. And he got injured, but he will pop up with goals. I think he will get 10. He will get more than 10. I think he'll get 15 goals this season. Yeah, he'll get 15 goals this season. However, with Daka, we don't just before when he was Golden Boot, we relied on him for all of our goals. Now we've got Harvey Barnes, we've got James Maddison, we've got Patson Daka, we've got Kelechi Iheanacho. We've got all these other players that will come in and pop in with goals. So it's not just on the focus to basically drag us up like it was before.
You've actually got depth, up front.
Yeah, we do. That's why I think we can get fourth. We have genuinely got depth.
Jose Perez. Is Jose Perez still there? Like, I don't rate him, but he's not like a bad.
Yeah, I don't rate him either. What he'll do for a backup to Maddison.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. Yeah, Leicester got decent depth.
We're not going to have a top goal scorer because our goals are always shared.
Unless you get Kane.
That's what's
shared regardless.
But do you think that's the same thing with again, as you were saying, Jan? It's the same thing with as under Tuchel, right? Your goals were pretty much shared last season. Do you think that's going to change that much?
Yes and no, because now we finally have someone that's going to be responsible for scoring goals. But everyone says Romelu Lukaku doesn't score in big games and everything like that to try and hold him back. But that's fine. We never had a problem with players scoring in big games. Like we've got players that scored against Arsenal, scored against Liverpool, scored against Man City, scored against not United, both were 0-0s. But the point still stands. We have players that score in big games. We have the most goal scorers in the Premier League last season. We'll have players that turn up when we need to. Our problem was low blocks. We could not unlock low blocks to save our damn life last season. We have someone who's called a flat track bully called Romelu Lukaku, who only scores against the small teams apparently. Exactly what we need. So I'm not really that worried if Lukaku doesn't score against the big side. I'm not worried about how our team deals with the big teams. It's always been about the smaller sides for us. We've struggled for the last 3-4 years with low blocks. So I'm not worried. I'm very excited for Romelu Lukaku because he is exactly what we needed. My only worry for Chelsea is midfield. It's not even centre back like that. We're still looking for Jules Koundé, but we don't really need him. I'll take him because he adds more depth to our centre backs, and he's got great potential already. But we have centre backs. We've got Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Christensen, Azpilicueta, Reece James. All can play in there. Even Kurt Zuma can do a shift, even if he is terrible on the ball. We've got a good crop of centre backs. In midfield, if Jorginho gets injured, we're done out. We're finished because we don't have a midfielder like him. No, we don't have a sitter. Kante's not a sitter. Kante's a presser. Kovacic is a presser. Both are really good at ball progression, but kind of don't really have a final ball. Kante's is better than Kovacic's, but both can have shoddy final deliveries. We don't have a sitter, and we don't have an imposing, tall defensive midfielder either. If we lose Jorginho, we're genuinely fucked.
Should have been 80 million. I can't even say it with a straight face. I was gonna say spent 80 million on Rice, but I can't even say that with a straight face. So
yeah, you know the bullshit behind that, bruv. They 80 million on Basmati. I'm good, bruv. But what's his name? Boubacar Kamara is there at Marseille for 15 to 20 million euros. He's the exact profile that we need. We haven't made a move from him yet.
Boubacar Kamara play football.
What?
How many times have you seen Marseille play football?
I'm going to be real. I've hold it mostly down to comps and player profiles, but he is exactly what we need. And he has exactly the same profile as Declan Rice. And I'm not paying 80 million for Declan Rice either. If he does the same thing Rice does for about 60 million cheaper, I'm going to go for him, even if I haven't really watched him in game. Because if he is a bit worse, he's still going to be worth more than Declan Rice would be. He's 15 million euros. If he flops, he flops. But we don't have to worry about a price tag or nothing. There's no pressure on him. He doesn't have to be forced into the squad because he's on a hefty price tag. Is perfect for us. Absolutely perfect. But we ain't made a move for him. So I don't know what we're doing. But if we don't get a midfielder, that might be the only thing that holds us from the Premier League title. If we get the midfielder, I'm fully confident.
Fair enough.
Was there any other points I wanted to go? You lot just signed Vestergaard, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm going to try and do a video on that after the stream. I've literally just got back, hence why I was late. But yeah, again, we've had Fofana's out for, again, they're saying 4 to 8 months, and this is why I was on Lewis's stream in the comments going, we need revenge for Villarreal. What the hell are you doing putting a stupid challenge like that, breaking people's legs in pre-season?
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, but there's no such thing as a friendly.
It is when one of our players' legs are broken.
When you play football, I get your point, but it didn't mean to break.
If it happened to you, mate, you'd be living.
Yeah,
as well,
but you never mean to break someone's leg. It just happens.
I know.
I wouldn't say you mean to break someone's leg, but
if you look at the
it was
type
a
of
bad tackle, though. There was no need to go
really stupid tackle.
That. He trapped his
that
leg.
was a rash challenge. I feel like
what's he gonna do?
I feel like he did that as well. It was one of those insightful challenges. He didn't mean to break his leg, but he wanted to hack him down. Just didn't mean to break his leg, and he did it, which is why he's still to blame.
Because Fofana's quality, and I think Vestergaard's absolutely dreadful. Conceded 70 goals.
All right. I don't think he's dreadful.
Yeah, but that's in a terrible team. The thing is, mate, you could say the same thing about Johnny Evans, and Johnny Evans was not great. They got relegated. We know how to.
Yeah, but he also got relegated with West Brom before he joined them.
Exactly. Yeah, so I think we can do bits. And the thing is, mate, he will be fourth if everybody is fit. He's fourth choice.
No, I get that, but at the moment, not everybody's fit, and he's gonna play for 6 months. So
And this is what's going to happen. So, 6 months,
15
Johnny Evans. When
mil,
Johnny
maybe.
Evans gets back from his injury, Johnny Evans takes that place 100%.
at
But we're not sure when that's going to happen.
Quite a decent deal at 15 million. I just don't think he's any good.
Is he 15 million quid?
50 mil, yeah.
Oh, no. Well, the price tag's all right then. So if he flops, he flops.
Yeah.
And
You
we've got the
didn't
thing is,
get
we've
bent over for him or nothing.
defensively, we've got Ryan Bertrand and Ricardo, because Ricardo's a big signing for us. Defensively, it was him and Ndidi were one of the best, I think, the season before he got injured, or the season when he got injured. So we've got that cover now. Before it was going to be Fofana and Sionchu, and them two are the 20 and 25. And we saw what Sionchu leading the back line does for Turkey. So we knew that wasn't going to happen. So it is what it is. And I'd take him because we need some experience because, again, we're a young team, but we needed some experience. We really did. So,
Right, listen, I've got to shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Cool, man.
Safe for jumping on anyway, my G.
Safe, Lewis.
Take
Safe,
care,
Lewis.
bro.
Bye, everybody.
Anyone got any other final questions before we wrap up the stream? Because I do know everyone's going to want to hop on to watch the clown show in 15 minutes.
it's going to be fun, isn't it?
It'll be fun.
Do you know
Yeah.
what? Is it worth doing one of these once the transfer window's open? Because, for example, somebody like Kane, if Kane leaves Tottenham, then in my opinion, he comes down. Tottenham could have 3 or 4 places.
And then
Because
City
he drags
definitely
them.
become favourites for me.
What, you want to redo this at the end of the transfer window?
Because,
And
you know, if
keep
you
making-
sign Kunde,
Make
if
little
you sign a
changes.
CD, you know what I
Make
mean?
little changes, yeah. Alteration.
Because
I don't
It
mind
does
us
make a
reopening it at the end of the window, and then we just lock that off, and then whatever's at the end of the season we go for. Because then we could potentially get Flawless in and get his opinion on too.
Yeah.
Do the end
Yeah.
of the window because, like you say, you could get a shock signing in that makes your chances better in it. Like, just
It's unlikely, but there's a chance, Jan. Exactly. And for example, the big one for me is the big example is if Tottenham sell Harry Kane, that changes their season. In my opinion, they become a mid-table team. They genuinely become a mid-table team, with a mid-table manager as well. To be perfectly honest with you, so that's the big one for me. If Tottenham depends on if they sell Harry, I know Slav's left.
I know if they get Harry Kane as well, everyone's going to vote Man City to finish first too. Can't be asked.
Yeah, but come on.
They've
Agendas
got
aside,
Kane,
you would
we've
as
got
well.
Lukaku. We've both got strong attacks. We've both got strong defenses and a strong midfield. It could go either way. That's
Yeah,
me
but they're
genuinely
level.
being unbiased. Like it could be either side. Like it's a very even matchup.
The thing is, I don't want Man City to run away with it because it's not fun. But at the same time, I've seen it done for Arsenal for so many years. I've seen it done for Man City now and other teams like that. So yeah, if they run away with it, who cares? But it makes it more interesting. To be fair, well, after I think about 2 months in, we're like, yeah, Man City's won it. Now we're looking at the relegation fight because that was where the tight battle is, and it's not the same as looking at the title.
If City just run away with the league, then the top 4 race looks more tighter, and then like you said, relegation, the fight for Europe, everything looks tight because just ignore first place. It always happens.
Mm-hmm. And it depends on how. Again, well, that as well. What are your predictions for Europe as well?
What
that's
for
another
the
thing as well.
Champions League?
Yeah,
The
retain
Champions.
it.
I want to see Chelsea make the semis, and then we make a move from there. I know it's harder to retain all the time, so
100%.
I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to do a double. We are capable of it. We have one of the best teams in Europe. We're of course capable of it, but I also think Bayern Munich are going to be stronger. If PSG don't win the
PSG,
league, I don't
man.
ever want to hear a conversation about Pochettino again. I don't want to hear his word. I don't want to hear the word Mauricio, Don Tricero, nothing like that. If you don't win Champions League, it's done. City as well, you lot are going to be hungry for the Champions League. I think your fans are going to be pushing for that more than the Premier League too. It's tight. It's really tight. I don't know. But I think that would be the semi-finals. Chelsea, PSG,
I wouldn't
Bayern
rule
Munich,
us out of the
Manchester City.
Champions League, you know.
Who?
I wouldn't rule us out of the Champions League as well, to be honest.
Can
We
you
only
compete on
won it like
front?
2-3 years ago. These players do have recent experience of winning it as well. And
It is a
manager.
tournament, so I can give you that. Liverpool could be up there. But I think it all depends on your confidence. Although to be honest, like we've been
Yeah.
a sixth and won the Champions League once, so that don't really matter.
it just depends on the draw as well. Because obviously,
Yeah.
if you come out the group and you get PSG, the chances of you going through any team, the chances of them going through, lessens quite a lot. But then if you beat PSG, the chances of you winning it go up because the confidence that your squad would have, knocking out a team with Messi and Mbappe, Neymar, you're probably going to go into favourites because they're the favourites right now. For the first time in years, City are not favourites, which I'm very happy about because this whole favourites when you've never won it, don't get me wrong, you can look at a team and think they're the best team on paper. But for me, if you haven't won it before, you shouldn't be favourites for it. It's like saying Tottenham are favourites for the Premier League just because they sign a few players. Do you know what I mean? For me, they're not favourites. Yes, they might have a good squad on paper and it might look better than Chelsea, City, United, whoever else. But I think if you haven't won it before, for me, you're not favourites. So I'm happy that City, PSG, they're in the same boat. They've never won it either. So I don't know. Bayern Munich could be one of them that they could come back up. They tend to come around every couple of years and start fighting for it. I don't think Barcelona or Madrid are where they were. So
No, they're dead.
2 is a no. But
They can't compete in the Champions League with the squads they've got, especially Barcelona with losing Messi. And even Varane, I mean, a great signing for Man United. You don't know how it's going to fit into the Premier League, but that's a big hole. Well, they've lost both Varane and Ramos. So they haven't got a defense that they can rely on. So it could, do you know what? It could. But I think for Ryan's point as well, if you get through to it depends. I can't see Klopp and your squad making an attempt on two fronts to try and go for the top 4 and also go for the Champions League. That's going to be a hell of an ask and it's not Klopp's fault, it's FSG's fault for not backing up your team and going, right, if there's an injury to this, then we're going to put in this player. And I've got that level. You've got a couple of positions where I'd say that, but apart from that starting 11, I mean, you've got Yotto, who I'm like, that's a quality signing. A couple of people in midfield, and that's about it. I mean, look at the drop off from Alisson to I think Adrian or the next keeper you've got. It's such a drop off, man. Yeah. And with the likes of these guys, and even they've got Stefan and I don't know if Bravo is still there as well. Yeah,
no, it's Carson.
Okay, Carson. But do you see what I mean? The drop off from Alisson to down there is massive, and that's why I think you can't compete on
and he
two
kept
fronts.
clean sheets in all of them.
Yeah, but then he conceded
a couple of times in Champions League. He played a couple of times in the league, I think, as well, and he kept clean sheets. He's a lot better than Adrian. Put it that way.
I think, like you say, I think in the Champions League, anyone can have a chance because it depends on your draw. It depends, you can get a bit of luck sometimes. You can just play well and go through. So I think Champions League, I wouldn't rule Liverpool out of that. I don't think they'll win the Prem. Not impossible. And for Adam saying that anyone could beat PSG, I get you. The big thing for me is actually Ramos. Because we beat them last season, but they didn't have, and for me, Sergio Ramos is like a Champions League specialist. Like, he knows how to win it. So I think adding Ramos to that squad, Messi aside, adding Ramos to that squad made them in a much, much better position. And the fact that they've now added the best player in the world, for me, they should be winning it.
And one of the best goalkeepers as well.
Yeah. They're strong all over the pitch. Like, City is strong all over the pitch, but not that strong all over the pitch.
Strong. Not that
strong, like,
the thing is, the second team you played against us in basically the second team that played still had like world-class players in it, which is something that like you'd say of Man United when they were winning leagues year after year. And that's the kind of thing that, okay, I can see you competing on two fronts. Liverpool's second team is nowhere near as strong.
It's crap, man. Yeah.
But that's why, because that's what
I'm always telling Shaqiri, so maybe that could enable us to buy like one more player. But
who do you think you could get? Paul?
I don't even know.
But coming up to the end, and to be fair, mate, you know better than I do. But is there anything?
It's just a note with Renato Sanchez in the last couple of days. We've been linked with who? Doku. We've been linked with Doku a bit. Those are the only ones really. Saul's got, the talk about Saul's gone down, so it's only really Renato and Doku really.
You know what? Bernardo Silva is expected to leave, so I think if Atletico Madrid sign him, that's when they might sell. So you might have Bernardo Silva to leave. gets out. So I don't know, but in terms of PSG,
Liverpool for a second, I was like, nah, that will never happen still.
now, no, because people are saying they're like FIFA Ultimate Team, which is true. If you could pick a team of your players, you'd probably pick a lot of PSGs. That being said, sometimes the best teams on paper don't always win. That's all I'll say. So
That's why we love football.
Yeah, because I think if PSG come up against Chelsea, the confidence Chelsea are in, it's not game over before it starts. I think if they come up against City, a lot of people slide City off in the Champions League, which I agree with you, but we struggle against the weaker sides. When we come up against PSG last season, Dortmund,
Leon.
we tend to play okay.
You trying to call those weak, bro?
Leon, Spurs,
No.
that's when we start.
Read between the lines.
I saw the little stray. Can't be asked.
No, it was. I know. I thought she meant like Leon and other people you've been out. Was it Porto the year before?
Yeah,
Porto.
no, not Porto. It was
knocked out by Porto.
Tottenham, Monaco. We've gone out to
Monaco.
like that. One second.
Oh yeah, and the old Klopp side as well. Yeah, I recall that. Yeah, but shit, it's nearly 4 minutes to kick off. Right, we're gonna end the stream here because I want to see the clown show personally. Big up everybody that's locked in. There's been yet another amazing episode of Shameless FC, and the Premier League season has finally kicked off. So that means we got 9 months of carnage and various times where each one of us are gonna get roasted. 1 week is gonna be Neil. Yeah, it's usually going to be a North London team.
You know what's crazy, right?
We're all going to suffer this year.
Because I just realised that since I started coming on Shameless, Liverpool were in the middle of that massive winning run we were going on towards the end of the season. So I've not really been smoked about a bad result on Shameless yet.
But don't worry, Romelu
It will
Lukaku's
happen,
on
it
his
will
way to Anfield, and then we're coming for your Clark. Don't you worry, man. But yeah, big up everyone that's locked in. Check out everyone's socials and everyone's channels down in the description below. Follow, like, and subscribe, all of that. And we will be back this time next week for another episode of Shameless FC. Big up the guys that are locked in. Smash
Sunday, no?
What?
Sunday, no? Change it to Sunday. Anyway. Never mind. We'll talk about it.
I don't know. Yeah,
Take care. Smash the like and subscribe button. And we're out. Up the Chelsea.